of summer, I was assaulted by a significantly older and
response, Orion said something to the effect of, "Okay, I'll let you buy it if you give me a kiss later." This was I
was with Dream in his hotel room, and Dream was in a group chat with 5 other people. These 5 people included Kitty Bugs, her best friend, and 3 other of her friends.
One accusation. That's all it takes to turn admiration into outrage, fandom into fury, and a career into a cautionary tale. In the world of YouTube and Twitch, allegations spread faster than Wi-Fi at a coffee shop, and sometimes the damage is done before the truth even has a chance to log in. Today, we're diving deep into 4 cases of creators whose lives and careers were thrown into chaos by false accusations. Some survived, some disappeared, and tragically, some paid the ultimate price. Welcome to Kaleidoscope Crimes, where we shift the lens to uncover the real stories behind the internet's most explosive controversies. Chapter 1. Quite. First up, we have Quite, a faceless YouTuber known for his commentary videos and trademark hoodie-wrapped and face-masked persona. But in February 2023, his career took a massive hit when a trans man named Orion accused him of transphobia, gaslighting, and serious SA allegations. In his post, Orion would explain that he and Quite had an extremely toxic friendship and on and off relationship since 2017, with Quite regularly gaslighting him, emotionally abusing him, and ultimately raping him in the backseat of his own car. This enraged a lot of people, and the internet immediately grabbed their pitchforks and took aside prompting tweets like, "Quite enjoy your last few hours on this platform before you delete everything and run away from everything." And, "I am banging my head against a wall at this point. This situation is so effing frustrating to watch." Because, why wait for evidence when we have Twitter mobs? For weeks, Quite was dragged through the mud. These accusations sharply conflicted with Quite's reputation as an entertaining and authentic commentator.
It's really not great. Every time you're at a carnival or some shit with some friends, you pass by the kids' ride section and they're all, "Hey Quite, we took you to your section. Get it? Because you're short? Can you tell I'm insecure yet?" All that nitpicking aside.
And just when people thought he had disappeared for good, he came back swinging, with a 90-minute response video that turned the narrative on its head. Not only did he debunk Orion's claims, but he also revealed shocking inconsistencies in Orion's own past statements.
This is my response to several allegations made against me, the most serious of which being that I sexually assaulted a former friend and ex-partner of mine named Orion in Orlando, Florida on February 18, 2018. This clip is of Orion describing the same day the assault allegedly took place in a video 4.5 years ago, where he has a very different account of how he felt about that day.
It was fun, and I distinctly remember him getting out of my car, but stopping midway and saying, "Just remember, I really care about you," and then closing the door, which made me feel really good.
Throughout the entire video, that clip is taken from a testimony given much closer to when the assault allegedly took place. The topic of sexual or romantic activity between me and Orion is not mentioned a single time.
And in the biggest "you thought you had me" moment, Quite exposed how Orion had actually been the one exhibiting manipulative behavior in their past relationship. The receipts? Stacked. The damage to Quite's mental health? Massive. There's a lot, but let's start here. Quite and Orion were at a shopping center when Quite saw a plushie he wanted to buy for himself. And in response,
Orion said something to the effect of, "Okay, I'll let you buy it if you give me a kiss later." This was a weirdly identical mirror to a similar situation that happened over text the day before. Later that day, though, Orion and I are in the driver's seat and passenger seat of his car, respectively, when the topic of the kiss comes up again. Despite my hesitance, I did kiss Orion once. That's it. That's all we ever did. Immediately after, I was feeling weird about it. I wasn't exactly enthusiastic about the event in the first place, and I didn't want to go any further with it, so we didn't. Not only did I never have sex with him, I have never had sex with anyone. Even as of recording this video, I am still a virgin.
Orion even texts at one point, "You can't dodge the smooch, no dodging, like a complete freak." It's actually so wild and uncomfortable. Orion got exposed so hard, and it is nothing but legendary. Quite is legendary. But even after being exposed as a disturbing, aggressive, and forward creep, the only thing Orion could use in defense was this post on Twitter. "Hey, I haven't seen the full video, but I noticed quite a bit of lying in the first 10 minutes, so I realized I need to show my diagnosis." After I post this, I'm logging off for a while, but here's undeniable proof that what I said occurred did. Now, Orion was so restrictive about who could respond to his tweets. These are the people he trusted to respond to his tweets and to interact with. And what's insane about this screenshot is these are the very same people who called him out on the obvious discrepancies on this paper. There were obvious typos and repetitions that made it clear this was not a diagnosis written by a professional. It's insane when your own clan, per se, catches you in your lies. Orion further used this attention and sympathy he's getting from people to draw more attention to cosplay pictures. Like, what the hell? Even after all this came out, the disgusting lies, he had the nerve to back his way out by posting an apology on Twitter that seemed to raise eyebrows. I don't even know what to think about this. I was just so shocked at how aggressive and condescending Orion was when he tweeted that Quite deserves an apology, a big one. And Orion deserves to go to jail for something like this, don't you think? Quite was not only forced to reveal his face to clear this shit up, but admitted personal issues he'd never want the public to know. This situation forced him to take a 5-month break, just to recover, but fortunately he returned. Before he left, Quite would finally address Orion's claims of intentional dead naming.
I've sent to Orion on Discord, Skype, through text or Twitter that I can still get my hands on, all of which you can look through yourself. You will not find a single instance of me A, ever misgendering Orion at any point, or B, referring to him by a name other than Orion.
But even after clearing his name beyond a shadow of a doubt, Quite's reputation and mental health were badly hurt.
The abuser has managed to make a permanent mark on me in a way he's only gotten to do in private before, but now gets to share with.
And Orion deleted their account and vanished faster than a scam influencer post-crypto crash. But the public hate did not stop. Chapter 2, George Not Found. Now let's talk about George Not Found, who never really recovered from his horrific accusations, because apparently being famous on Twitch also comes with a free trial of Baseless Allegations, the game. In March 2024, Twitch streamer Katie Bugs accused an unnamed big content creator of assault.
Of summer, I was assaulted by a significantly older and popular content creator. I was freshly 18 and had just graduated high school. We were at a house party when we decided to leave. It was me, my best friend, and her other friend. This other friend was romantically talking to a really big creator at the time. He was also the best friend of my soon-to-be assaulter, and we were encouraged to drink some more as they offered the bottles to us. They said they would join us in drinking and insisted on drinking games, and, already drunk, I obviously complied. Out of nowhere, I felt him slip his hand under my clothes, sitting next to me on the couch in front of everyone. He disguised it with a simple, "Are you ticklish?" I coughed out a no. I stayed there for a while, hoping my stillness could make me disappear. I eventually had to stand up after many minutes for it to stop.
The internet's detective squad immediately put the pieces together and landed on George Not Found, a 9 million subscriber Minecraft YouTuber. George would post a tweet acknowledging these allegations the same day, prompting many heated hate comments and videos. George Not Found is a dirty effing creep. I wish I could take these things into my own hands.
Someone's life! It is a crime! It is a bad thing!
They're so young. They're so young. And you're so fucking old. What are you doing? They're kids. They're teenagers. I don't think we should allow a second opportunity.
But just 2 days later, George would upload a video explaining how things really went down.
I was with Dream in his hotel room, and Dream was in a group chat with 5 other people. These 5 people included Katie Bugs, her best friend, and 3 other of her friends. They had already been drinking at this party before they arrived to the hotel room, and they had also been the ones that were asking to play the drinking games. We had previously been cuddling on this couch for around an hour, but I did place my hand on her waist under her shirt. Anytime that I did this, it was met with her either smiling, laughing, play fighting with me, and there was no reason for me to believe that she was uncomfortable with it.
In response to this video, Katie would share a message allegedly sent by one of George's friends who was uncomfortable with this situation. But George once again responded to this with another video a few days later.
There is a text that is claimed to be from you.
Yeah, I didn't send that text.
Despite George's immediate denial and follow-up videos explaining his side of the story, the damage had already been done. His collaborations suffered, especially a Mr. Beast collaboration. His brand partnerships vanished, and his subscriber count dipped. And Katie Bugs. When her story started falling apart, she tried to post one last thing, which cemented her lies.
He stuck his hand up my shirt, under my bra, and felt up, fondled, whatever you want to say. He felt up my tit.
It doesn't make sense to leave out such a crucial detail in her initial accusation, and the internet did not miss that either. But unlike her credibility, the impact on George's career didn't vanish overnight. She responded by deleting everything and disappearing, which is a slap in the face, I tell you. Chapter 3, Jax Films versus Sniper Wolf. Next, we have Jax Films, YouTube's resident satirical genius, who picked a fight with Sniper Wolf over content theft from smaller creators in 2023.
Is Sniper Wolf. She's a YouTuber with over 30 million subscribers. She uploads daily, and her videos get at least 1 million views each. So, what does she do? She steals TikToks and reacts to them.
Sniper Wolf plays other creators' TikToks and adds basic commentary. Just mere observations that absolutely add no content to the TikTok.
Sideways. What?
Jack would then uncover more details of her fraud.
Original creators of the TikToks, too bad, because the only links you'll find in the description are all Sniper Wolf. And my favorite part is that half of the TikToks she includes either crop out the original username or just straight up don't have one.
With her giving no credit whatsoever to these small creators, all of the revenue and views go right to Sniper Wolf. And that's not a small chunk of change. Jack and his team tried reaching out to some of the creators to ask if Sniper Wolf and or her team have reached out to them for permission to use their content, and unsurprisingly, all of them said no. Some of them were blindsided while others were pretty upset about it too. When she very obviously gets called out for being a hypocrite, for taking other people's content, this is her response. You steal ideas. 90% of what I upload are my ideas, people copy me, and then people like you get confused. And then she posts a picture of Mr. Beast using the same picture from her thumbnail 3 years ago, which is, surprise, surprise, a stolen image from another creator's TikTok. Like, seriously, you can't make this shit up. This prompted some viewers to share their experience with Sniper Wolf on the unfair use of their content. Jack would continue to post video after video exposing Sniper Wolf's unfair behavior. And what did Sniper Wolf do in response? Did she issue a statement? Debate Jack on a live stream? No, she doxed him. Jack was live on Twitch when Sniper Wolf showed up to his house.
Yeah, hold on.
This is T.
Is she like trying to dox you right now?
I don't know, but that's
That
really
like
scary.
yeah, that's
That's not
that's
good.
really sketchy. That's like
That's
extremely
so sketchy.
Nah, fuck that.
How would she know where you
Fuck
live
that.
though?
How the fuck does she know where we live? Leave me alone.
In October 2023, Sniper Wolf posted a poll on her Instagram story with the caption, "Should I go visit Jack's Films? He lives 5 minutes away from my shoot."
She's in your house right now, Jack.
Shut up.
She's literally outside your house.
13
Like 5 minutes ago posted.
Wait, what? She's literally right outside your
Oh
house.
my god!
This is happening right fucking now.
That's
Call the fucking police.
fucking sue
Actually.
her.
Wait, what? Last night, Sniper Wolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers, goading me with the line, "Let's talk like adults."
Nothing screams I can't take criticism like posting someone's home address to millions of followers. The internet rightfully lost its mind, calling her a psycho for putting Jack's safety at risk for a mere online feud. As expected, Sniper Wolf would deny the allegations and make herself out to be the victim. Accusing me of doxing is defamation. I have no idea how to dox. This creep has been harassing me for months, then plays victim saying I threatened him when I just wanted to talk to him. And condescendingly enough, she says it's so sad when people have to constantly create drama to pay their bills. Well, I guess it's easier to steal other people's content without commentary to pay your bills, Sniper Wolf, to which Jack responded, "You posted a video tonight of you outside our home, for your 5 million plus followers to see while my wife and I were inside. If that's not doxing, why did you delete it? But she was not done playing the victim. She even threatened to file a restraining order.
And then his streams. This dude is just like low-key harassing me. Like, should I get a restraining order?
The drama was becoming so intense that she finally released an apology. But the damage to Jack had already been done. Even YouTube had to step in and temporarily demonetize her channel. It was one of the worst responses to being called out, and it solidified Sniper Wolf as public enemy #1, at least until the internet found a new villain. Chapter 4, Inquisitor Ghost. And finally, we reach the darkest chapter, the heartbreaking case of Inquisitor Ghost. In 2023, this rising Twitch streamer was accused of grooming a minor. While she worked as Inquisitor's editor, then 17-year-old fellow Twitch streamer named AJ accused Inquisitor Ghost of grooming her. The accusation spread like wildfire, fueled by screenshots and a social media pile-on. The accusations would be later backed up by another controversial YouTuber known as Keegan's Mask.
Hey guys, this is short but definitely not sweet.
Today I will be talking about Inquisitor. He was flirting with a child, 15. Like, this is just absolutely disgusting.
Inquisitor, who has always been vocal about his stance against any involvement with minors, would quickly deny the claims. In a shocking twist, Inquisitor exposes a text where he shuts down AJ flirting with him, without hesitation. Can we get to know each other? Nope. Why? I'm not a minor. Which is obviously a lie, and he says, I'm not interested, sorry. But as more evidence came to light, it was revealed that the accuser, AJ, fabricated the entire story with her boyfriend, Tito. It was a setup, a lie, a calculated attempt to destroy someone's life. Despite proving his innocence, Inquisitor faced relentless harassment. The stress and public humiliation took a devastating toll, and in October 2023, he ended his own life on a live stream. A career lost, a life cut short, and for what? A twisted social experiment? A moment of online clout? This case serves as the ultimate reminder that words hold power, and false allegations can be just as destructive as real crimes. So, what have we learned today, folks? That the internet loves to play judge, jury, and executioner, often without checking the facts first. The cases we covered prove that false accusations can ruin lives and careers, and in the worst cases lead to tragedy. We must demand accountability, but we should also demand evidence before we throw someone into the fire. Remember, in the world of online drama, things are rarely black and white. Sometimes the truth is hidden in the kaleidoscope of chaos, and as always, this is KC, turning chaos into clarity, one scandal at a time.